Deterministic Finite Automata, Module number 1. Deterministic definition of a DFA. A deterministic finite automata is a quintuple. So quintuple means M equal to, you have Q, then summation, delta, Q0 and F, where Q is a set of states, then summation is a set of alphabets, Q0 is your initial state and F is your final state. And the transition function is, if you are in some state and on a input alphabet, you go in some other state. So if you are in some state, then on an input alphabet, you go in the same state, or you remain in the same state or go in the new state. Representation of a DFA. Let a machine M be a deterministic finite automata. M equal to Q, summation, delta, Q0, F, where Q equal to Q0, Q1 over the alphabet 0, 1. Q0 is the start state and F is your Q1. So that means your Q1 is your final state. In this example, and your transition function is given as Q0 on 0 goes to Q0. So we'll write like this, that Q0 on 0 goes to Q0, Q0 on 1 goes to Q1, Q1 on 0 goes to Q1, and Q1 on 1 goes to Q0. Q1 is your final state, so doubles two circles. The above representation of transition function is not very readable. Conventionally, there are two representations for transition function: state transition table and state transition diagram. State transition table. The figure shows the state transition table of the transition function discussed in the section. So state transition table is Q0 on 0 goes to Q0, Q0 on 0 goes to Q0. Then Q0 on 1 goes to Q1, Q0 on 1 goes to Q1, Q1 on 0 goes to Q1, Q1 on 0 goes to Q1, Q1 on 1 goes to Q0, Q1 on 1 goes to Q0. So Q0 indicates the starting state and asterisk indicates the final state. That means Q0 is the start state and Q1 is your final state because there is an asterisk. In the transition table, there is a row for every state. Q1 belongs to Q. In the transition table, there is a column for every alphabet. AI belongs to summation. Starting state is marked with an arrow. Why is it marked with an arrow? To symbolize that this is the starting state. So Q0 is your start state. So Q0 is marked with an arrow. Oh, so in this diagram also we write here arrow. Why? Because to tell that Q0 is your start state. Q1 is your final state. So Q1 is marked with a asterisk. So we have Q1 marked with a asterisk. So state transition diagram. This is the diagram where starting state is just one circle, final state circle within a circle. A state other than the starting state or a final state is this way represented. So here we have a starting state and a final state. We do not have the other states, but in some cases you have the other state also. Like for example, you have Q0, you have followed by Q1, and your Q2 will become the final state. So this is your starting state, this is your end state, and this is the state other than the starting or the final state. So this is all about the introduction to deterministic finite automata.